So, Trevor, Scott.
Yes, Scott. Where is Scott?
Scott. Oh, we should do introductions, shouldn't we?
So yeah, we'll do introductions.
Yeah, I'm Julian.
Show producer, aren't you?
Show producer.
Show producer.
I arrange the paper, I print things out, and I get things sorted. Trevor, you're the our YouTube expert. So if anything goes wrong that side, yeah.
I wouldn't say expert. I think learning every single day spurt.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. It's how it's going. And Scott is our what would you call him? Is our music expert? Would he? He'll write the theme tune for us, and he'll sing us a song, and
he should be here to sing.
I mean, if he wants to disagree with any of this, he just needs to say, but anything. So if we say anything, Scott, you'll agree with it, yeah?
Yeah.
It looks like
Are you buying lunch, Scott, after we've finished today's show? Yeah?
Yeah. Hey, spot on. It's like, how big do you want your lunch? I want it this big. This big.
It's really strange because Scott's supposed to be here. And when we're talking about him, you're drawn to stare at a piece of paper of Scott.
Very, very charismatic.
Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? So if any one of us is not here, we have to have a piece of paper with said person on.
So everybody listening knows what the podcast name is.
All right.
Scott doesn't know, and you don't know.
No.
Would you like a drum roll?
Yes.
I don't think the budget goes to a drum roll, so I'll just gesture with my hand.
You can add that in afterwards, can't you?
Making excuses.
Making excuses.
Making excuses podcast. So when I said it was quite apt,
it is very apt
for this podcast, because Scott is supposed to be with us today.
Yes,
he hasn't died. This isn't like a memorial or anything. I don't want to start that sort of thing, but he should be with us today. So making excuses. Mm-hmm. So making excuses is technically what Scott's got.
Yeah.
He's going to make an excuse for not being here, and we all make excuses. To be fair,
we do.
We managed to drag ourselves in and get we're very professional. Scott's probably got an excuse. We don't need to hear it, Scott. Do you want to hear it? Tell us, Scott?
Julian, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
What's your excuse?
Well, this is what the flip side is.
Yeah.
Making excuses is normally seen as a negative.
It is.
Yep. So this whole podcast, the thing we're doing now, is a positive making an excuse.
Positive, yeah.
We're making an excuse to either lighten our day, have some fun, talk about what we want to talk about, and hopefully get people interested in making excuses. Yeah. So trying to make an excuse as being a negative. So for Scott, sorry, Scott, but make it into a positive. Mm-hmm. So an excuse can be seen as a negative, but we can flip that. And I think making excuses as a positive thing. So like your YouTube channel is an excuse for you to get out.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
and supposedly lose weight. Except I always have cooked breakfast.
No. That's like a bonus. But, that's a bonus. It's an excuse for getting out. So you have to make that. You have to go out your comfort zone and make an excuse to go and do something.
And actually, you going back to what you just said there about being a positive. There are so many excuses that I could make for myself to not do it, and I ignore them and go and do it anyway. So yeah, you're right. And any of the listeners and viewers probably think I already knew what our new podcast team channel names was going to be, and I acted very calmly like I already knew. I actually didn't. The amount of messages back and forth that me and Julian have done, even Scott and so forth, although Scott's put the least amount of name messages in, hasn't he? And there were so many good ones, but a lot of them are taken. But making excuses, I acted so calm because it felt right. So yeah, I'm happy.
You have to say that anyway, because I've made an email account. I've already made a YouTube channel. The guys,
I didn't know that though. No, until we came into here, you told me you've got an announcement to make.
That's right.
Because I thought we was going to do this podcast as the podcast with no name to start with, and then slowly come round to the idea of a name.
I think the no name podcast has already gone. We talked about maybe doing.
No, I mean having actual no name. That's what I meant, and wing it, and feathers flying everywhere.
Yeah. And so I'll dub it. And welcome to the podcast.
Yes. Yeah, you could edit it in and use AI on his lips
That's
to
right.
change any recordings that we've made.
Well, maybe we could do that with Scott later on, in a future
definitely.
podcast. If he doesn't turn up for these podcasts, he said he'd come.
Yeah.
So we're not making fun of Scott. He said he'd
Yep.
come, and he's made an excuse. We don't know what that excuse is. So to be fair, it could be anything.
We will let the viewers and listeners know what the excuse was, and then in the comments you could tell us if it's a good enough excuse, or whether we should forgive him and let him off lightly. Or I think he should have some sort of forfeit.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to think of the forfeit, but again, if any of the viewers or listeners want to put in the comments a forfeit for Scott Binns, then put it in. We'll see how cruel or kind people can be, but we'll see how many shows he avoids.
Yes. So making excuses podcast. I haven't got there isn't an intro yet. There isn't going to be an intro possibly. So I'm making excuses for myself.
Yeah.
So over time, there might be an intro. There might be a nice little worded picture or something. There might be. They might have, I don't know, dancers in the background. We might get to that budget.
Yeah.
You never know.
So
But
are you trying to let these excuses take over your world then?
I'm going to let those excuses inspire us to move
Okay.
on and
Yeah.
maybe take this thing. We're going to try and instead of making negative excuses, we're going to make positive excuses. This is a positive excuse, and I'm sure whatever Scott's got, he's got a positive excuse as well.
Well, Julian, I owe you a thank you for taking all the pressure away and all the decision making in choosing a name for us. But I actually do like the name,
Yes.
so thank you.
Oh no, thank you. Because normally you're on the opposite side of us.
Don't like it.
Sorry, I thought I heard something.
Nothing at all. No, I really don't. But don't tell him. But no, I do like it. Yeah, making excuses, and it's relevant to everybody. Probably in most days of their lives, there is something like that happening, either people around them or themselves, and it's overcoming that. And I reckon if we had one of the most successful people here in the world, the reason for their success is probably not making excuses and actually bypassing that and just moving forward all the time, even if you fail.
Yeah.
This is getting too serious, actually. Light-hearted. So, what else are we going to talk about, Julian,
we're going
on
to
the
talk
first
about.
show?
Well, today is Father's Day.
Okay.
So my thing with Father's Day is
These are your expensive props that you brought in.
have an expensive prop.
Thank you.
We might need to help Scott with his.
Yeah, there you go, Scott.
But I'm gonna.
Will this balance on his chair? Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Don't sneeze, Scott. Whatever you do.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay! Well done, Scott.
So I have to say, Scott is a proud dad. He really is.
Yeah. So what was going in our introductions? We're all sort of proud dads.
Yeah. Have we got to wear these then?
Yeah. Well, I love a whole party. Once I put them on, I don't take them off.
Don't you?
No, I've got some sort of weird obsession with party hats.
I feel like we need clown noses and everything else, but yeah. We probably look really stupid on camera. In fact, I can see myself.
Here you go.
What's this?
You sort of preempted what I was going to do.
Whoa. Have we got this in the budget?
Well, what I was going to tell people is... what I was going to say...
Sorry,
I was going to say, sorry if you hear any noises, crackles, or...
Oh, so
during the show.
I've just spoilt that.
No, it's fine. But yeah, happy Father's Day, Trevor. Happy Father's Day, Scott.
We probably look idiots doing this, but actually we probably look idiots without these.
What I was going to say about Father's Day is,
Yeah.
I was sort of shocked when my children now are like adults.
Yeah.
So I don't get the cards made anymore or a little nice breakfast or something. But I was shocked when I was at school. No, when they were at school. I was a long time when I was at school. When they were at school, Father's Day was a bit of a non-event. So Mother's Day, let's make a Mother's Day card. We'll make some daffodils, make a vase, we'll make things. Father's Day was seen as... So one time I didn't get anything made from school.
Yeah.
Because it was seen as like a non-event.
What about now if he was at school? Have they changed things? Or
I don't know.
or is it Person's Day?
Yeah. No. So
This is a modern world.
it just didn't come up as a like
Yeah.
to make something for your father or
Yeah.
to do something for your father. So
Yeah.
making our excuses thing. So I'm sort of making our excuses, and I was going to give some sort of inspiration for Scott. Is should we on Father's Day make the Father's Day a Father's Day, so to speak? So should we arrange to go out? Should we take our kids out? Should we
Yeah.
do something for them instead of us waiting for something to come back to us? So for Mother's Day, it's obviously a day off from.
Yeah.
I'm probably stereotyping here a little bit, so apologies.
Yeah.
But stereotyping people, mothers cooking, maybe, or the people at home, or the working.
Yeah.
So they're seen to have Sunday's Mother's Day, and then everybody has to go around and helping the kids to
Yeah.
make some sort of food that you wouldn't really want to give to your mum or your wife or your partner. You want to give, but the children's made it, so they're going, this is nice. And
Yeah.
and you wouldn't normally get the kids to make something because it's Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
They put the feet up and everything else.
Yeah.
Should we, as fathers, sort of do something with the kids, take them out?
It's a
do
good idea.
something out?
If you've got kids that you know definitely don't do anything at all,
Yeah.
it's kind of like role reversal where you're making it a big thing,
Yeah.
and then maybe next time they're saying to you,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
what we're doing on Father's Day. I don't know. What do you think we should do?
True.
You know,
True.
maybe you've then started the ball rolling. But
Yeah.
but I also think if it's a two-parent family, that it is also the responsibility of mum,
Right.
or
Yeah.
the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, and for them to encourage the kids to do something.
So
you know.
I was going to bring up Scott here because he's got a young daughter.
He has. Yeah.
And he, it's like making excuses. So when I was saying making excuses, it's more like an excuse to have fun.
Yeah.
So, a Father's Day could be having a meal made or something, but you can make that as an excuse
Yeah.
to go out. I know Father's Day and Mother's Days are normally very expensive. I try avoid going out for a meal
Yeah.
on Father's Day myself because it's so expensive. It's like Mother's Day on a Sunday or going out for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
All the places are sort of booked out, are they? And there's like a big guilt trip to go and spend a big load of money.
Yeah.
So having the children make a food for you is fine. When they're older, should we try and try and do something with them?
I'd be happy with some toast brought up me in bed or something like that. But yeah, I'm quite lucky because, well, my dad's not right well at the moment, but he normally doesn't want any fuss, doesn't want anything buying for him, any gifts. He says, I've got, if I want something, I'll get it. I still always turn up at Christmas and birthdays and things like that with something. He probably got a charity shop going somewhere, or something, but at least I know I've given him something,
Yeah.
But no idea what to get him every year.
Well, I mean, that's the same for birthdays and
Yeah.
Father's Day for
Yeah.
ourselves, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we don't say anything, we'll get socks.
Well, again,
I know.
we need
I know.
socks. We need socks.
Yeah, we're very reliable, aren't we? So
Yeah, us men are keeping the sock industry going.
this is very exciting. I need a sock puppet. This is
Yeah.
like in the old
Yeah.
in the 90s.
In fact, I don't know why I said that in such a deep voice about the sock industry. We need to challenge and future growth
yes.
of these size 10s.
If anybody's listening from the sock industry, and when you want some sort of making excuses, socks to come out, promote, just send us an email, and we'll.
Yeah.
I don't think we don't want to do socks.
Julian, I've got a confession to make. I've just looked at one of the cameras, and we look like cone heads. Good movie. Dan Aykroyd, yeah. But no, we actually do look like cone heads.
Are you regretting taking this hat choice?
No, it's fine.
Like I say,
I could annoy you though, because throughout all this, producer Julian has told me that I need to look to the left of the camera because he's looking to the right, I believe.
That's right.
So he keeps telling me off if ever I do this. Because on camera now
Back.
I am looking
back.
to the...
Come back. Come back.
But then Scott's chair's here. So I'm naturally going to look to that side.
But
So
Scott's not actually saying a lot. Big deal, is he?
Or have you got me like this, and then even if Scott was here, I've just to completely ignore him and not look at him?
It's like
Is that
Scott's.
what it is?
It's like Scott's here.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott's not here. I can't tell.
No.
I'm ignoring him.
Very shy for a rapper.
Yeah. I've sent him to Coventry. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
I've sent him away. Go on, as you were. But
I've still got the urge to look at this picture, and it's just stuck on with some tape.
Well,
it's probably going to fall off.
Let's hope he's having a nice Father's Day himself.
I think so.
So he couldn't take any of our advice.
No.
But maybe he's spending time with his daughter.
Probably.
So sorry, Scott. You made it a positive excuse. You're staying at home with your daughter on Father's Day. So well done, you.
Yeah.
And you want to bring back the party hat in his music videos. Can you get that sorted for us, Trevor?
Yeah. Did you keep the receipt for these?
A receipt, sir. A receipt.
Poundland's going to love this channel.
Big budgets.
Or Temu. AliExpress.
So,
hey, hang on a minute. We're doing free advertising here and they've not paid us 1 penny.
No. That's it.
Yeah, that's enough.
Well, we're coming to the end of our first podcast. I hope you
that's not
enjoyed
too bad.
yourself, and hopefully we're back next week. Minus the hats.
Minus the hats, yeah. But I didn't have much input because I didn't know what the channel name was. So hopefully I'll be a bit more prepared for the next one.
See, Trevor's already making excuses.
I did. But it was true. It was true.
And dad jokes, always sponsored by dad jokes.
We want more subscribers and followers, so I'm not going to do any of those.
Okay, bye for now.